All right, all right, all right, all right. Luke, I am your father. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's just me. It's just your teacher, Coach Horn. Yes. All right, hope you're excited. We have another adventure here with Egypt. This is going to be amazing. Yes, we're going to be talking about Egypt's old kingdom. How's that make you feel? You feeling good? You ready to go? All right, here we go. Three, two, 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 one, 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 one. Yes, we're looking at Egypt's old kingdom. Let's check out a few pictures of the old kingdom first. Yes, look at these beautiful pictures here. Oh man, the Sphinx. Look at these pyramids. Yes, this is when this stuff will be built. Awesome. All right, so let's get into this. Have your notes out. Have something to write with, and we're gonna have a good time. Yes. All right, please put your name at the top. Don't put my name, put your name. I'm Coach Horn. Who are you? Put your name. All right. So, Egypt, which kingdom are we talking about? The old, not the middle yet, not the new yet. We're talking about their first of the three kingdoms, the old kingdoms. Here we go. Old kingdom rulers around. All right, guess when the old kingdom starts? I'm going to give you help there. It starts with 2. All right, how many zeros do you think it has? There you go, 2600 BCE, so 2600 years before Jesus. The period known as you can say it again, Old Kingdom in Egypt. The Old Kingdom lasted until about what? What do you think? 100 years, 200 years, 300 years? Yes, 300 years, 2300 BCE. So it lasts only 300 years, 2600 BCE to 2300 years. 2300 BCE. During those years, Egypt grew and prospered. The Egyptians built cities and expanded that thing that makes you rich. What is it? Yes, I think I heard somebody say it, trade. And their king set up a strong government. All right, let's talk about their kings. Their Egyptian kings, or we should be saying, God kings, that's what they are they're called, all right, are known as pharaohs, and you know that, all right, as they were called, lived with their families in grand palaces. In fact, the word pharaoh originally meant great. Can you guess what it is? They lived in grand palaces. That was their great house. That's right. The pharaoh was an all-powerful ruler, kind of like Miss Barkley, all right, who guided Egypt like she guides Athens Middle School in every activity. Her words are his words, was law. That's right. What she says goes, just like the pharaohs. And it had to be obeyed. That's right. Pharaohs appointed many officials to do their wishes. These officials saw to it that irrigation canals and grain storehouses were built and repaired. They made sure crops were, what's the first thing to start a crop off? All right, planted as the pharaoh directed. They also controlled trade and collected tax payments of grain. So the people would pay in grain from the farmers. Or the farmers would pay their taxes in grain. All right, why did the Egyptians willingly serve these pharaohs? Kind of like, why do we willingly serve Ms. Barkley? One reason was that kingdoms depended on a strong leader. That's right. Think about some strong leaders in your life. Think about Mr. Presnell or Coach Presnell. Think about some of your teachers. Hopefully, some of your family members. These strong leaders, you follow them just because that's what you need. Another was that they considered the pharaoh to be the son of a god. His name only has 2 letters. Do you know what it is? Here's the first one. There you go. The son of Re. All right. He is the Egyptian, the person that's in charge of the most important thing in Egypt. Maybe second most important. Maybe they go together. But it is not the Nile, but Egyptian sun god. As a result, his subjects paid him the greatest respect. Whenever he appeared in public, people played music on flutes and cymbals. Oh, probably pretty exciting. Our bystanders along the road had to, what do you think they had to do? Jump up and down, do jumping jacks? Do push-ups? No, they had to show reverence in the form of bowing down or touching their heads to the ground. All right, the Egyptians thought their Pharaoh was, I said it earlier, three-letter word, starts with a G, thought he was a god on earth who controlled Egypt's welfare. He carried out certain rituals that were thought to benefit the kingdom. For example, they drove a sacred bull around Memphis, the capital city. The Egyptians believed this ceremony would keep what's really so important thing. All right, so important thing. You got to have this, or there's no food. That's right. It would keep the soil rich and ensure good crops. The Pharaoh was also the first to. He would go out into the, into the fields and do this. He would cut ripe grain. The first one to do it. That was supposed to bring them good luck and a good harvest. Egyptians believed this would bring a good harvest. All right. Now let's get into their religion, that so important thing called religion. Yes. All right. Religion was deeply woven into Egyptian culture. Like the people of Mesopotamia, the ancient Egyptians worshipped. You think they worshipped just 1, 2, 3? We don't know. Many deities or gods and goddesses. The Egyptians believed these deities controlled the forces of nature and human activity. The main Egyptian god was the sun god. We just met him earlier, Re. This was probably because of Egypt's hot, sunny climate and the importance of the sun for good crops. That's right. Another major god was, this person's going to run, or he is in charge of the Nile. His name is, you may know him. I'm going to start spelling it, Hapi, Hapi or Happy. All right. The most important goddess was, you know her name? Starts with an I. Most important goddess was Isis. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? She represented the loyal wife and mother. All right. And so she's supposed to be like the perfect woman. And she ruled over the dead with her husband, who is really important. All right. Anybody know his name? Starts with O. Osiris. There you go. All right. So next big topic here. This seems like their whole focus sometimes when you look at the Egyptians. Life after death. Unlike the Mesopotamians who imagined what do they imagine? Did they like the whole idea of dying? They thought it was going to be gloomy life after death. The Egyptians took you could say positive, but I'm going to say a hopeful view, all right, of life after death. They believed that life in the next world would be blank than life on earth. Be better. They thought it'd be better than life on earth. Following a long journey, the dead would reach a place of peace and plenty. One of the most important manuscripts written in ancient Egypt was the Book of the Dead. All right, this is a collection of spells and prayers that Egyptians studied to obtain life after death. They believed that the god, who's that god of the dead? Who's that god of the dead? Osiris would meet newcomers at the entrance to the next world. But if they had led good lives and knew the magic, what are those things? The magic spells. Osiris would grant them life after death. That's right. For centuries, Egyptians believed that only the pharaohs and an elite few could enjoy they call it the afterlife. They also believed that the pharaoh's spirit needed a body. That's right, needed a body to make the journey to the afterlife. If the pharaoh's body decayed after death, his spirit would be forced to wander. Where would he wander? Forever. Be forced to wander forever. It was vital that the pharaoh's spirit reach the next world. There, the pharaoh would continue to, what would he do? He would care for Egypt. To protect the Pharaoh's body, the Egyptians produced a process called, you know what it is. Well, we'll stop there and we'll get back to